Hey guys, for my very first episode, I'm going to show you something really special to me. When I first started collecting, I was looking for kind of that, hey, what's just something a little bit different? And what stuck out to me was a very special car. And that special car was a 3454 merchandise car with red lettering. And that's what our episode is on for today. Lionel first produced and cataloged the 3454 Pennsylvania merchandise car in 1946 and continued production in 1947. It was a popular car that sold well due to its bright color and remote electronic action. The car had an internal mechanism that would activate and simulate a worker unloading crates full of Baby Ruth candy bars. Shown here is one of the crates with Baby Ruth on the side. Lionel had a working relationship with a number of companies and, just like today, used the concept of product placement. What boy would not love to have a shipment of Baby Ruth candy bars delivered on their layout? The car was shown as produced in the 1947 catalog as part of the set, as well as was available for separate sale for $5.95 retail. The action-packed car sold well. The car would be loaded from the top with 5 crates and transported via rails to their destination. Then, when over a specially designed track, activated to unload the crates as shown here. While quirky and temperamental, in 1946 this was cutting-edge toy train technology that a 7-year-old could operate. The merchandise car came in essentially 3 variations. The first 2 variations are the common and quite easy to find silver-painted car with blue lettering. The 1946 and 1947 cars are basically identical, except for how the top hatch pin is attached. First production of the car had a hidden pin, and later production had the pin exposed as an engineering change to help streamline the production process. These cars are common, but finding a car with clean, scratch-free, shiny silver is nearly impossible to find and is very desirable. The third variation is the scarce red-lettered variation of the car. The lettering and graphics are identical to the blue-lettered cars, but with red stampings. This car is an early production car with a hidden pin. The variation of the car was never shown in any form in a Lionel catalog or promotional flyer. When I first started collecting, it was believed that this car was a salesman sample of which no more than 10 were produced. Since then, more than 10 have been discovered, and a few larger collections have an example in them. Most likely, this was a very short early production run of these cars with red lettering, and then was subsequently changed over to blue lettering for the remainder of its production. Either way, it's a tough car to find. Shown are all 3 of the variations of the Lionel 3454 merchandise car. As a little bonus, I am showing an example of a 3454 merchandise car that was an executive gift given and made by the Lionel Corporation. These gifts were usually given to executives of companies that Lionel worked with, or sometimes given to owners of large Lionel dealers in appreciation for their sales. Either way, these are also hard to find. This particular executive gift is mounted on a wooden board with non-typical rails and secured to the track with flathead screws. Notice that the car has no internal operating gear and was meant as a static display. The frame shows no signs of ever having been installed. Another great Lionel item, not made for public consumption, but something collectors really enjoy. Hey guys, that's my video. Hey, if you like what you saw, please let me know. And if you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to Brian's Train Room. There's a comment section down below. Please use that to let me know how things are going and what I can do to make these videos better. As well as, if there's something you want me to search out and find, put it in there. If it exists, I'm going to find it and I'll show it at one of these future videos. I don't do this alone. I've got friends and certainly fellow collectors who have generously opened up their collections and shared pieces with me so I can take videos and therefore share them with you. And that's the whole goal of all this, is to get that information out there and have some fun with collecting. So I gave a shout out to some of those guys right at the very end. You'll see a little bit of list at the end of the video. So thanks guys, I'm Brian, and thank you for joining me. Brian's Trade Room.